Welcome to Fox 25 News. I'm Jill, your host.
And I'm Rose, the co-host.
Today we are talking about Fort Sumter. On April 6th, President Lincoln sent a special messenger to Charleston to tell the governor, that we would be sending food to the men at Fort Sumter. On April 8th, the Confederate Secretary of War, Beauregard, said no. 2 days later, he sent another telegram demanding the evacuation of the fort. On April 11th, Beauregard sent 3 aides, Colonel James Chestnut, Jr., Captain Stephen D. Lee, and Lieutenant A.R. Chisholm, to demand the surrender of the fort.
Anderson declined, and the aides returned back to report to Beauregard. After Beauregard had consulted the Secretary of War, Leroy Walker, he sent the aides back to the fort and authorized Chestnut to decide whether the fort should be taken by force. On April 12, 1861, at 4:30 a.m., Confederate batteries opened fire, firing straight 34 hours on the fort. Now we are going to cut to live news at Fort Sumter to see what is happening now. How are things down there?
Things are good down here. And now I have William Stewart. You had a major opinion about what the Union should have done?
Oh, indeed. Well, I think that the United States should have left us Confederate States alone.
And why is that?
Well, if the Union avoided angering the Confederates, we eventually would come back into the Union.
And why did you think the Confederates would eventually rejoin the Union?
Well, the Confederate government is not very strong, and we would realize how much we actually rely on the Union.
And how long do you think this war will last?
Well, it's too early to determine, but I'm predicting not very long.
And who do you think will come out on top?
Well, it looks like after this battle at Fort Sumter, looks like the South will prevail.
Thank you, William, for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to me.
Oh, my pleasure.
Back to you, Jill.
Thanks for that, Kate. Now we have Emily down in Charleston with Mary Chestnut.
Here with us today, we have Mary Chestnut.
So, Mary, how did you see the attack on Fort Sumter?
Well, you see, I was sleeping and I heard some very loud bangs, and then the first thought in my mind was, Fort Sumter is being attacked, and this worried me very much because my husband is in the Confederate Army, and I knew he'd be put in harm's way.
What did you do when you heard those bangs?
I got up immediately and went to my rooftop and watched from up there.
What did you see when you were on your rooftop?
I saw shells light up the sky and I heard rumbles of cannons, but one thing I didn't see was Fort Sumter firing back, which made me feel bad for the innocent Union soldiers, but it relieved me as well because I knew my husband wasn't being fired back at.
Seeing this attack change you or influence you to do anything?
Well, I've been keeping my experiences written down in my diary, and I want to share them with the rest of the world when I'm done.
Why do you want to share your private diary?
Because I was fortunate enough to see with my own eyes what had happened, and I want other people to experience what I experienced.
Do you think you could show us inside your house and where you watched from?
Of course! Follow me!
So, where's your bedroom?
It's over there, and I came up these stairs to go to the roof. And I watched the attack from this deck.
Thank you for your time, Mary.
Anytime. Have a great day.
Back to you, Jill.
Thanks, Emily. I'm excited to read her book.
Now we have live footage from the fighting.
Fire!
Following General Beauregard's orders, we will now attack Fort Sumter.
I'm here with General Beauregard. So tell me, how did all of this happen?
I gave General Anderson many opportunities, and he didn't surrender, so we had to attack him with full force.
Do you have any other thoughts or anything else you'd like to say?
I find it funny that I outsmarted my military instructor from West Point.
How ironic.
How ironic it is.
Yesterday, President Lincoln made an announcement that was very popular and powerful with the Union. Although we don't have a video of it, we have a recording and are going to share it with you today.
Now, therefore, I, Abraham Lincoln, President of the United States, in virtue of the power
in me vested by the Constitution and the laws have thought fit to call forth, and hereby do call forth, the militia of several states of the Union to aggregate number of 75,000 in order to suppress said combinations and to cause the laws to be duly executed. Deeming that the present condition of the public affairs presents an extraordinary occasion, I do hereby, in virtue of the power invested by the Constitution, convene both houses of Congress. Senators and representatives are therefore summoned to assemble at their respective chambers at 12 o'clock noon on Thursday, the 4th day of July, next, then and there, to consider and determine such measures as, in their wisdom, the public safety and interest may seem to demand. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the United States to be affixed.
This announcement was very influential and powerful for the Union. It made people sign up very quickly and eager to help. We have some live video footage of people in line waiting to sign up.
Why'd you want to sign up?
I wanted to support the Union after I heard Abraham Lincoln's speech.
This is what I did to him. I was like, and then I broke him on my knee, and I went like that, and like this, and I shot him.